Oh, right?
Are we there?
I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
No, no one's here yet. Probably because we're late.
Yes, exactly. And the market has opened.
Market has opened. Let's hope it's not choppy. Good morning, Keith.
Good morning, Keith. My man. Okay.
Keith, you gotta tell me if my volume's okay this morning. We're trying.
Oh, I got a bit of an echo again.
You do?
Oh, it's because I know why.
Morning, Andrew.
Good morning, Andrew. Talking about all-time highs. Here's my guy, Andrew. So, what are we looking at here?
We had a gap up overnight. We were just talking about that we should probably start trading Asian session because that seems to be where all the moves are.
Yeah, I know it's definitely. And you know what? I was a little bit nervous at first when I got into the trade, but I just was looking at everything else in the background and I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm just going to let this go for a bit. I ended up taking profits before I went to bed, but I was fine with it. It was up $500 in the account, so.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, but I had my TP set at orders that were sitting at 61.60, and I was like, what if we just go up there and come all the way back and I don't get it? So.
Yeah.
Good morning, Nina. So yeah, I'm up 460 in this account.
Nice. So you're being a little cautious this morning?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna trade I'm gonna switch over to my 50, the 7 copy traded accounts. It's just my 150K. But this is the trade I took. I need to mark it up a little better for you guys, but you know, this is market open.
Yep.
We get this spike up. I actually got in here immediately because we take previous day's New York VWAP, break up, come back down, and then we chopped underneath this start of day VWAP, but I had a low of day anchor on this low from the New York session that was a ton of selling strength on it. The CBD wasn't moving, nothing crazy was happening, so I just kind of just let it sit. As we pulled back up and then we pulled back down here again, the CBD stayed positive, so I just stayed in the trade.
Okay.
And I actually...
Dave.
Go ahead, Christine. Oh, good morning, Dave. I actually took a little bit of size off by accident with the limit order here, but I don't ever use limit orders, and I was just playing around with it. I was seeing if I could drag it below price.
Yes.
And that didn't work. It just, as soon as I dragged it, it took me out. So it took half off, and then I set 55 as a number, and I took the other half off there. Because the orders at 60 did disappear, and orders came on at 55, so I just said I don't want to play any games.
Well, yeah, and unless you're there managing it, like dragging your stop, which you wouldn't be the whole night, it's kind of, you can't really fault yourself for not getting the entire move.
Exactly.
The entire move happens over a very long period of time, and I think those trades are just, like we talked about it, you set it, and you just set what you want out of it, and if you get it, great, and if you don't, you don't.
So I'm going to get to a point where I just get comfortable doing that, but as everyone that's here right now in the chat, and Christine knows, I just been having a little bit of a rough go this week. So just trying to pump the brakes a little bit, build that confidence back up. I'm almost flat on the month. So if I can finish this month off with a small green, I'll be good. Because I started the month down 5K.
Oh yeah, you've done really well then.
So I'm just trying to remind myself of that. But can you tell that this is not TradingView? Looks pretty good, doesn't it?
That looks great. Oh yeah, sorry, my screen was down. This is not. Okay, so you're gonna have to show me how to do this, because I want this chart in my.
Yeah, we'll go through after and set it all up, or maybe maybe I might even maybe we'll just set it up together and we'll record a YouTube video at the same time. Because I actually can see things a lot clearer when I look at it like that. I'm just missing the opening range, but I got to draw those anyways. On here, I pay for the indicator from Edgeful, which I'm canceling this month. I don't even use it. So what's everybody thinking this morning? Dave, any trades in the overnight session? What do we have for news today? We had 8:30 news, U.S. durable goods. That beat big time. Wow. GDP, price index, slight beat. The U.S. continued jobless claims. That was a little bit bearish. So there's, roughly 0.024 million. No, not even. Yeah, 0.02 million extra job openings, I guess. I don't know enough about this stuff to give you my honest opinion. But that's really it. We have Fed speakers speaking all day today again.
The new home sales, it's an orange folder.
Yeah.
News event.
It's probably going to shake it up for the sake of shaking it up, just to get people out, maybe. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna take a minute here to think about it. Attaboy, Dave. So, like I said yesterday, guys, we are gonna be doing a giveaway today. We're gonna be giving away a 50K challenge account at Top One Futures. So, at some point during this stream, I don't know exactly when, me and Christine will decide, but it'll just be random. But for our ride and dies that have been here all week with us, we're glad you guys are back for this giveaway. So
Yeah, it's so far, it's a tight open. That was a little bit of volatility there. I don't know what that was.
yeah, I don't know what that was either, but I think that's just we did have a move in the CBD. So these kind of things interest me. Like if you look back on the CBD, we were sitting already at plus 1600, which is a decent number. And then exactly where Christine said that volume came in, the CBD jumped another 1,000.
That's
So
interesting.
And then I have on another chart, once we get StreamYard set up, I'll be able to pull it up easier, but I have another chart of the same book map chart, but on a 30-minute time frame. And it shows the CVD gradually declining, ascending or declining. So it gives you a much bigger picture of what the CVD is actually doing versus seeing it here on a 5 or 1 minute time frame. It's almost like if anybody's ever looked at RSI.
Morning, Charles.
Charles, good morning. Scott, good morning.
Good morning.
Love it. Today's always it's gonna be a great day, Scott. We are actually just booked Seattle for the 4th of July, so we're gonna be down there next weekend.
Nice.
Just a mini kind of staycation. It's a cool little city.
Yeah.
It's just so close to Vancouver, but so different.
Right. I mean, you'll have Target and Trader Joe's.
And then everything, our Total Wine and More is my favorite store. Hillary's is Target, right? But I go to Total Wine and More. It's like
Wine and More. That's funny.
it's a liquor store on steroids.
I was really hoping for a non-choppy morning, but so far, that wish has not come true.
Yeah, again, like I was saying earlier, we got this move up in the overnight, and just when people thought sellers were trying to do something yesterday, what happens? Even yesterday was the price action was gross. Like if I hadn't have had a TP set where I took profits, I would have been sitting in that trade for another few hours just to leg a few more points out of it, and eventually did get a move. But I was like, it was just gross, like in a 10-point range for hours. And now we're below the New York VWAP. I guess you really can't still see my screen super clear, can you?
I can see it. I don't know, maybe the chat can answer. Yeah, it's fine.
So we have orders sitting up at 61.73 to 75, and then orders sitting down here at 55. So, like round numbers, like those are 20 points apart. Is that the same person? Is that a stop and a sell order? Or a buy order?
NQ is looking less
I have not
choppy
even.
and more bearish.
Ooh.
But we'll see if it's trying to test its VWAP and come back above it.
Yeah, NQ sitting like basically down at its previous day's value area high. And here we are. We're a little bit above it, so ES is a little stronger in that sense too.
Yeah.
Mag 7's looks decent.
Apple.
Any questions in the chat? You guys looking at anything? Curious? What are we thinking? We waiting? We hanging out? Nice, Dave.
Hello.
I'm assuming an ES, obviously, or MES.
Here we go. NQ's breaking its York, or its VWAP.
So I was watching some videos and talking to Nick Jocelyn about how to beat this trailing drawdown, or his system or strategies, and I found another video from another guy, Cami Capital, that puts out really good content. But, they're basically scalping. Oh, what was that?
Is it? Oh, guys. It's just,
Good morning, re-ups.
yeah.
Yeah, Dave, that was a bad beat, buddy. That was, let's see here. Maersk reopens import for Israel's port of Haifa. No idea what that was.
Could have just been a really strong rejection off the VWAP and New York VWAP for NQ. Because it.
Oh,
really
interesting.
There, but
That is very interesting because, yeah, Christine, you're right. NQ rejected it nicely, and ES actually found its support at its
yeah.
overnight VWAP.
Yeah.
But even on that pin, you didn't take. I guess you took a decent chunk out of the CBD. We got some volume today. It's looking like. Remember, we were under 1,500, under 1,000 yesterday, and we're already trading up to 4,000, back down to 2,500. So we're definitely seeing some volume today.
Yeah, moves like that are just gonna show you a little bit more volatility in the market. So it's mainly right now you want bigger stops, maybe smaller size, if you're gonna trade this. Because having pins like that just, it like negates our normal structure that we use, right? This is so ready for it just to be a normal day.
Deep breath, guys. Woosah. Breathe in, breathe out. Maybe we should start the session with the little breath work. What do you guys think? Kind of get us into the mood for trading. No? I'm going to take that as a big no from everyone then.
No one wants to breathe here.
I didn't even get a response from Christine, so.
Right.
And usually Christine's thinking what the chat's thinking. Usually I'm the only one thinking.
I think maybe it is short. We had a big move overnight.
I just don't know what we could be, what we could look at previous days New York VWAP for a level to short to. It is. I do like the way previous days New York is lining up with the previous day value area high.
Yeah.
So when I see multiple things like this for a confluence, I could see I just don't I like the small range because you can have a tight stop, but by having a tight stop means that there's not a ton of volume. But where do I play this up to? I think once you take the opening range high, who knows where the sky's the limit. We're into new highs. Yeah, like I said, the market is really, really hard to read, especially when we have moves like we did this week. Everybody was bearish, and here we are trading at almost 6,200. Andrew was asking earlier in the week about this in the chat, about all-time highs. And now we're even closer and closer to all-time highs. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm going to look into getting a little bit of background music for us, maybe some jazz or...
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what, to be honest, I haven't done a deep dive into that yet. Zach uses electronic trading hours, and I looked at volume profile more after Tampa, and Isaac uses regular trading hours. So, and it definitely does change it. It's not a ton, but you can get days where there's a big change in where those levels are based on what hours you're choosing. So yeah, Dave, it's a tough one. And honestly, I've only been doing regular trading hours since I've been using it exclusively. So, and I see it touching those levels. So I don't know. I shouldn't be changing it. NQ is going to be sitting at its on its previous day's New York VWAP. So that's the one knock at this short. If NQ finds support there, and then we get in short on ES, we could just get stopped right back out. Something like this. 10 points above the highs of the session, of the overnight. Yeah, there was no news at all, Dave. I think that was just some seller trying to step in there momentarily. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad trade, Dave. I kind of want to see what happens here at the previous day's New York on NQ.
Yeah, let's see if it.
Nothing looks too terrible. I can't believe Nvidia's up at 154. Christine, we're gonna do a little swing trading segment starting next week.
What are we doing?
Swing trading, like just adding a little bit of like Nvidia's at $154 today.
Oh yeah.
See, Dave, this was my fear.
Bouncing up.
Right, and we'll see now. It's if NQ can close below its previous day's value area high, maybe. But again, like I said, there's no reason to be, unless you're looking for a super quick scalp, there's no reason to have a short bias today. Like, look at the overnight session. For sure, we're going to get a breather, but this could be your breather right here. Even earlier on, we had this pin on this 15-minute candle back down to the daily VWAP. Same thing. So maybe like 61.57, 61.60 needs to get taken. See, exactly. Now look at Bookmap here and what I was just saying. I was saying 61.60, 61.57, like that would have to get taken with some strength to see a slide. And what happened at 61.60 is where those price bounced on support, filling those orders. Yeah, Keith, good idea.
I think sometimes if you're gonna take the break of the opening range, try to take the second break. And although we did pin it out on ES, I wouldn't call that the first break. I would call what we just had the first break, and then let's say this, is back in the range, which it is now, and then comes back out. I think that's a very valid short entry.
Yeah, no, I do like that, Christine.
Although I don't look at Bookmap the same way Randy does.
That's the beauty, though. Zach Boyajian uses Bookmap, and I've gone long, he's gone short, and we've both won on the trade at the exact same moment. Just us reading Bookmap completely different.
Yeah. Yeah, so if this comes back down and basically breaks the low of day along with the opening range low. And I think it would need to be a good break. And I think that's a valid trade.
How's Christine's volume today, guys? Much better?
Touch quiet.
It'll get fixed next week. I'm going to get StreamYard over the weekend, guys. I'm going to... This OBS is not working for me.
Is this louder at all? Because I just turned my volume up on my mic.
So I'm going to take a long here, guys, I think. Actually, there's news coming in a few minutes. What do I do? $61.55. So where does that put me? Yeah, I'm long.
Nice. I
So
do like that.
So I'm going to be a little more aggressive now with trading these trailing drawdown accounts. I'm coming in with more size, but I'm looking to take profits very quickly. So I'm literally looking at taking,
Hey, go get the push-ups done, Dave.
are we going to get a move up before the news comes, or am I going to get myself into some trouble here, guys? So the way that Nick Jocelyn does it is he would literally have that much risk on. He would trade at something like this.
And then
Either get stopped out,
yeah.
either get stopped out right away for
Yeah.
$125 or move into profit.
Okay.
Right? But I need a little bit of structure. It's just
Yeah.
I gotta do this a few times. Maybe I just gotta rip the Band-Aid off and do it.
Well, I mean, why change something that's working for you?
Just as for trailing drawdown accounts.
Oh,
So
just for trailing drawdown.
this is basically just to get to a point where the trailing drawdown locks. And then you go back to trading your style that you trade.
Yeah.
Right? So this is just a strategy that people use to just get that little base hits, get the trailing drawdown locked, because at 52,100 it locks, it becomes static. And then you trade your strategy how you want to trade.
Okay. So I took along with you, Randy. Scott's long at 74, 75.
Nice. This news is going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt, but that's why I have a TP set. If you guys are looking to take some profits aggressively, set a TP and you get a pin up through it. At least we take it. But this could just stop me out too, so. Come on, let's go. Let's go, baby.
Oh,
I'm good with that.
I didn't have my TP up high enough.
Don't. You had it set though, right?
Yeah, I got $100 out of that.
Yes. Let's do this.
That's funny. Good, Daisy. See, that's orange folder news, which is funny to me.
You know, anytime I see U.S. home sales, it does something.
Yes. Yes. You're
Because
right.
I always bring it up on stream, and Ev will always say that, hey, it's orange folder, you know what? And every time there's always a little bit of a move, so.
Right.
Thanks, Keith. Scott, where are you looking to take profits if you haven't yet? Ooh, one tick away.
No way.
Oh, Scott, brutal. Well, not. I shouldn't say brutal. I'm sorry. I take that terrible language. I truly apologize for saying that. That's not at all what I meant. Yeah. Let's see if we can get price to pull back higher here.
Oh, no. Yeah, this might be a nice little pullback. You can always throw an anchored VWAP on that news candle now as well.
Yeah, this is where I think Austin, again, I'm not super familiar yet with these handoffs. And you know what? Maybe as a as a group, we'll start playing with it. But is this the? I have a handoff basically off of the New York VWAP, and price is holding it here. So
Yeah, good call, Scott.
nice work, Scott. Yeah, so U.S. pending home sales, they were expecting a change of 0.13%. There was actually a change to the plus side of 1.8%. So 10 times forecast if I'm reading that right. Positive. So it's a good thing. So maybe that's why you're getting the move we're getting. The reason I like how Scott put a VWAP on the high day, and I just threw one on this handoff VWAP. I'm not familiar yet enough with the handoffs, but one thing I'll tell you, you can put a VWAP anywhere you want, and it's gonna tell you what you want it to tell you.
Right.
Like you can build a case around it. So
Yeah.
I don't get too married to things, but I like high a day, New York, low a day, and then obviously the daily.
We're also very close to the top of the 15-minute opening range on NQ. So there might be some, just see what happens here.
So Christine, are you manually drawing your opening range
No, I have the indicator.
from Edgeful?
Yes. Is it from Edgeful or is it the ASFX one?
Oh, does the ASFX one draw it? You're not paying Edgeful. You'd be paying $70 a month. You would know.
No, it's like $11 a month.
Yeah, so that's I didn't know the ASFX one drew the opening range.
Yep. Opening range, initial balance has the high of day, low of day, New York.
What was Scott's entry again? Sorry,
Add other things.
Scott. You meant you were long at 64.75, and profit was.
Yeah. I think I like oh.
Scott, set your TP to 74.50. Yeah, Keith, I'm actually I'm gonna fire off an email again to Top One today, and I'm gonna really advocate for us to be able to bring custom indicators to Project X. I don't know why it's not there yet. I don't know what the deal is with it, but maybe there's something where I can get Austin to look into Lux Algo. Maybe it just needs to be coded different. I don't know if it's been looked into deep enough yet. Maybe it's not because it's coded for TradingView, but and TradingView won't give Project X access to it. Yeah, Scott, I would just
You can definitely draw it, but it is nice to have it done for you.
The problem with drawing it, and I used to draw it in the past, is if you don't pay attention and you miss a wick or something, or you don't have the time, like you're not looking at the time right, it's not set. I've seen it so many times reviewing people's DRCs where they don't have it set properly because they missed a candle or set it on this or this wick, didn't see that wick.
I have my child in the background. I'm probably gonna have to mute for a hot second, guys.
I'm gonna do a little bit of maybe soundproofing the office this weekend. Scott, how many contracts were you? 3 or 5? Yeah, no, totally. I totally understand, and I don't disagree with it.
Back. I'm a very clingy daughter this morning.
Yeah, Miles is glued to Hillary right now. It's
Yeah, it'd be tough.
but I have some friends with obviously with young kids, and they're like, wait till your son like will for the first 2 or 3 years just cling to the mom, and then once he figures out dad is cool, then it's gonna be like I want to hang out with dad all the time.
Especially if you have a second child, that is the period when the child is born that the first child will gravitate towards the other parent. That's what happened with my son. He was basically a mom's boy until then, and then afterwards he's a lot more equaled out.
That's okay, Scott. You know, this thing could still want to come back down here. I'm glad you were able to take some profits on it. And then I don't know if I caught it in the chat or not. The first loss would have been a short. Because I saw here somewhere it said that it would have been your second loss if you didn't move your stop into into profit. Okay, I need to see everybody in the chat. We want to do a giveaway, so I need to know who the people are watching, and I need names. I don't know how to do a Google Doc actually. Let's see if we can do that. Well, Austin does it so well. He just takes like a doc and he puts it in the. Okay.
Flat.
Let's see if this works, Christine.
Okay.
Are you guys able to click on that and put your name on that? I see. I see, Scott. Thank you. Thanks for the. Christine, can you see if you can click on that?
It says, when I click on it, it says you need access.
Okay. My bad.
So I don't know if that means anything.
Let me fix this. Oh,
I don't have the access.
how do I unlock it? One sec. Give me a sec, guys. I'll re-put this in the group. Gino. Yes.
Allow access to everyone.
Thanks for this is you guys I'm glad you guys are here, and I'm glad I got my tech team with me all the time, so name before sharing. Try that, fellas and ladies.
Here we go. But that sounds like a good, I was looking at that too. If we're going to hold the New York VWAP here and break the high of day, which is lined up with the opening range high, and also the VWAP off the news as well. I feel like we've been pinching between VWAPs a lot this week, and we're here again. Oh yeah, Randy, you have to request edit access, so you gotta fix that too.
How do I do that?
I think you need to open it up, like open it for editing as well as people just opening it.
Okay.
So there should be some button. Just click options.
Insert link, suggest edits.
I don't know. Just click options.
I don't know how to do that. Leave me alone. Sorry, guys. Let's just focus. Everybody just focus. Christine, you guys, I'm going to work on this. You guys just focus on the charts, please.
Okay, does it look like we're going to get a trade here, people?
I do like that.
Yeah.
My only gripe is that both indices are at the top of the opening range high.
Right, yes. I did take the long as well.
Thanks, Rips. I will go and figure this out. So, Rips, there's an option editor.
See if we can get some momentum on this. Oh, Gino's giving you good advice, Randy.
When you click the share button at the top right, change your general access to anyone with a link, and then change your role from viewer to editor. Share. Anyone? Gino, you and Riups, what would I do without both of you? Much appreciated. Thank you. Okay.
Gino, maybe that means you're going to win the giveaway now.
Gino's winning all the giveaways.
Keith. Me too, Keith.
Oh, Keith. Let me reach out to Topone. I'll see if I can get something done for you. I know, Gino. I'm just giving you a hard time, brother. Scott got long at 69.75, so top of the opening range.
Yeah, I got long as well on the so-called break a high day that's not doing anything for me.
Good morning, Paul. Welcome, welcome. Perfect timing. In time for the giveaway. Are you guys able to edit this one better? Did I nail it?
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Who's N? We have an N in the chat, or is that just
Might just be an accident.
Nina? Anonymous dingo? What does that mean? Anonymous blobfish?
That's who's typing.
Oh. Oh,
Or
so
no.
I don't.
No. Yeah, like they give names because you don't have to sign in, so you just have to sign someone's name.
Oh, so that was Nina. You did have an N there. Trying to cheat? Oh, this is so cool, guys. I'm really enjoying this.
Really enjoying watching you type your names on a sheet. Can the market just throw us a bone and go a little higher? That's all. That's all I'm asking for.
So, Scott, on Bookmap, I'm seeing the CVDs, steadily been ascending or, going higher. So, you have some of this back here in this previous high, but on that news. We got orders at 72.50. I would think if we can plow through these, NQ is just trying to take the top of its opening range, but NQ did have a nice hold. So it's not technically on NQ a break and retest, but here we got a break and retest on ES.
Yeah.
And again, I got an anchor on this low that was set in session. You can see price held that beautifully. We can throw one on the high a day and see what that's doing. And again, you know, we're back above it. I would just hang tight, obviously, here. I think we can get a push, and then obviously we have orders above us. Right? So in that sense, you know, I'm going to want to see these. Let's see what happens at 72.50 once these fill. The buyers or the sellers are piling them on. And if Gino doesn't mind chiming in a little bit on what he's seeing on Bookmap, Gino sees Bookmap a lot different than we do. He will have maybe a different opinion for sure. So. Andrew, you still here? I don't see your name on the dock. I got Scott, I got Rias, I got Dave, I got Nino, I got Gino, Nina, Nina, and Gino, and we got us a Dave W. And Tom. Tom was in at 66.75. Welcome, Tom. And then we got our boy Keith, and then we got Paul.
Good odds. Someone's gonna win.
Woof. Let's go. Woof, woof. I hope I didn't wake Miles up. I'm going to get in a lot of trouble.
He's still sleeping right now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Scott, if you see what Gino put in, Gino uses, he sees icebergs and looks at other things in absorption, stuff I'm not familiar with, but stuff I'm definitely in the process of learning about. So, but yeah, same thing what Gino's saying. Just seeing what happens with these orders, seeing the reaction and going from there.
Right.
The way I want to look at it with price action is, you know, I want to see these get gobbled up and we just get a push higher. And I think we're going to get this bit of consolidation here, so we just need to be patient. But it's slowly gobbling up those orders. And, you know, hopefully we're going to get that push.
Yeah.
And then we have, you know, this high pin at 74.50. Luna! Yeah, let's go. We're doing a giveaway, Luna. I don't know if we can let you join, because you're kind of like an honorary chat host.
Also, what is the like button? This is gonna make me sound so dumb, but everyone in the chat is like, hit the like button, and all I see is the thumbs up button. So where's this like button that everyone talks about? And how do you see 5 likes?
Chat, please help us out. I don't even know. So we need some help, chat. Please help us out.
Where's the damn like button? I think it was in Zach's stream one time, and he's like, okay, we gotta get like 60 likes or something, or maybe it was 200 likes, and I could not for the life of me, find the like button. It was so I couldn't type the question in the chat. It was too stupid.
Yeah, no, I don't, Scott. I think you're in a good spot, buddy. I don't. I wouldn't.
Luna, some of us are in a long. I am in a long right now.
I caught along just before the news came in and had a TP at the opening range high and got taken out in profit. So having a better day today, Luna, for sure. I'm locked out on all my accounts. I haven't locked them out, but I'm not trading anymore.
NQ broke the opening range high for the second time, which is a good sign. I think someone just said that. Yep, Scott did. So we'll see. Not every trade will work out, but I think this setup makes sense.
I think the likes, Christine, are the thumbs up and the thumbs down below the video playing.
But I've been the only one that have pressed that.
Well, I have. It says 12 likes on mine.
But
Oh, you won't see it from yours because you're.
I just, as long as I press the thumbs up button once.
Maybe refresh the page and see what happens.
Thumbs up, down are like/dislikes. Got it. So you see 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are weird, Luna. They're so weird. Okay, as long as you can see it, because oftentimes I'll see like a small number down there. And I'm like, what? No one's liking this. Like, why is it hard to click a thumbs up button? But people are doing it. I just can't see them do it.
So, Scott, if you can see, sorry, Christine, I just want to
Yeah, please.
make sure Scott's.
Something else.
Tom trailed my long for 5 points plus 250. Christine, what does DFTD mean? We are such boomers, guys.
5 points plus 250.
Oh, done for the day.
Yes.
So
It would have taken me all day to figure that out.
I was gonna message Hillary and be like, "Help us out with this, please." Oh, I love it. Nice work, Tom.
Oh, Tom, thank you. Please don't laugh at us behind our back. Just in front of our face would be nice. Okay. Looking good.
Yeah, Scott, I'm still liking the trade. You got in at 69.50. Where are you looking to take profits?
Who are you talking to?
Scott.
Oh, yeah.
Scott got in at 69.50, so I'd look to take some. Nice. I like that a lot.
74.50. Okay, so just high day basically.
Yeah, just a couple more points because we could see this pin wanting to fill, that news pin wanting to fill, and then seeing a little bit of a rejection off of that level. And again, guys, we're trading into not all-time highs, but we're trading back up into territory we haven't seen since all this tariff ruckus and all this stuff. So this is price expansion to me on the bigger time frame. Let's go.
So again,
Let's go, Scott. Let's take this, buddy. Sorry, Christine?
To see that you're looking at the 61.75 area on book map to see if it, like you said, gobbles up the orders.
Yeah.
And then kind of moves up from there.
TP hit, Scott?
15 minutes. This is where I get, and someone tell me how you guys manage this. On your XFAs that you have to make $200 for 5 days to be able to get a payout. How much do you guys pay attention to that in the beginning, or do you just forget about it?
I haven't been there yet, so I would imagine if Luna's still in the chat, he'd be someone great. Nice job, Scott. Right on. I would imagine Luna might have some good insight on that. I've never taken a payout from Topstep, so
Nor have I.
good work, Scott. Right on. I'm glad back to look at that. Scott had 2 losers, was convicted in this idea, took the trade, stayed convicted, managed to get back the loss. So great work, Scott.
Good job. I think Dave, you got back to break even as well. Nina's in the longs.
Nina, what are you looking at for a target now? Are you just trying to go for like 10 points here, or? And were you waiting for that pin to get taken on the news pin? I'm just curious to understand a little bit about the entry. Oh, nice work, Scott. Sorry, for some weird reason I thought you had 2 losers. I thought you had an earlier loss before that long the long. Oh, I forgot you got stopped out break even. My bad.
That's right. You don't put that mojo on Scott. He only had 1 loss, not 2.
Yes, I forgot the other one was a break even for like plus $10. I'm so confused. I'm sorry, Scott. My brain's scrambled right now. I'm trying to figure out how to do a giveaway. I don't know how to do a Google Doc. I don't know what what was it? DFTD meant. Bear with me, guys. It's a lot of brain power you're using in mine today, so.
Orders at 78 and 80 is what Dave is saying.
Yeah.
We've broken above that pin.
Yeah, no, I see that, Dave. I see that. They're screaming.
NQ is really lagging compared to ES. It's still sitting on top of its opening range. So I don't know, like NQ traders, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to kind of stall here for a minute and then we're going to see a push up? Or do you think it's going to fail and come back down?
What do we got news for? I'm not showing any news on my end on Financial Juice, Dave. What are you seeing on Forex Factory? Seeing something different?
Yeah.
I got no 1030 news.
Natural gas storage?
I totally agree. Scott, that's when we get confused, we just should just and
Oh my gosh.
and we're break even, we should just shut it down. I think that's a win in itself. Yeah, I don't see any news on my end, Nina, so
It was natural gas storage.
I guess we're trading natural gas now, Dave. You didn't tell us you're trading natural gas.
The actual is 96 billion. Oh, look. And then we're popping. Damn.
So guys, I want to practice this exercise of being okay with taking what we get out of the markets, especially when we see moves like this after closing our trade.
I closed on that bit of a flush up on my funded. I am still in a combine though.
So Nina entered on the break a high day VWAP. So Nina, you should be getting out pretty soon, I'm assuming. On that last, I would call this like a flush candle up here at, I would be looking to be trailing my stop aggressively. You know that is.
Sorry.
Go.
Initial balance has been set and NQ has now broken out along with ES. So this is kind of the area that we're going to look to see if initial balance is held and we have more extension or potentially we're in failed auction zone.
And there she goes. Nina, I'm assuming you hit TP. Are you trailing aggressively if you're still in it? You could always push your stop right up into this candle and see what you get out of it if you get another point, but
You still there, Randy?
oh yeah, I'm here. Can you?
Internet was having a problem.
Oh, no, I was actually. It's a first for us today, guys. Nice. 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 W's in the chat. I can't believe we're saying this, Christine. W's in the chat.
I'm throwing it in. I got my TP on my combine, one of them, and I took TP on my funded.
W's in the chat, everyone. I got to get this on video. This is a milestone. Nice. Time to open a beer. I love it. Scott, break even is a W. You know that, right? Being flat or coming back from a loss and finishing the day like that's a big W. So W, guys, in the chat from everyone. Look at this. Re-ups. Everybody's winning. Look at this. Let's go, guys. Come on. I couldn't be better. Everyone hit the long. Beautiful. 7 copy traded accounts. Christine's good. Everyone's good. Like, this is perfect. Doing a giveaway, I can't ask for more. Love it.
Yeah, so, I feel like now seems like the right time for the giveaway, Randy.
Yes, exactly. Everybody's name on the list? That's a good FOMO, Tom. That's a good FOMO. Yeah. One more chance, guys. Everybody on the list. Last chance for the giveaway. There's David.
Thanks, Keith.
Well, thanks for being here, Keith.
Guys, if you miss that move, don't be worried. There's still a lot of day left, and now that we have a little bit more information, because the first hour has happened, you can really be patient and wait for the next good setup. And if it doesn't happen today, there is always tomorrow. You do not have to take another trade today.
I agree. Great words, Christine. Great words. So everyone have a look at the list. Is everyone on the list? Am I missing anyone? This is your last chance. That's awesome. No FOMO's big.
Yeah.
I'm assuming everybody's on the list. We're good?
The wheel.
Let's rock and roll. It's our first giveaway.
Oh, good. I'm excited.
I'm going to be a bit of a boomer and make a video of this one too, guys. So.
What does this account for?
So this is for a 50K challenge account for Topone Futures.
Nice. And what's the good thing about a challenge account?
That you can practice.
No, after you get into the challenge account, what's your consistency after?
Oh, so it's
your profit target?
Yeah, so that's 25%, I believe.
What's your profit target? Much less than a regular straight to funded, right?
To be honest, I've never traded a challenge account. I should know this. I'm sorry.
I thought you were the one that told me this.
What Tradeify it was. I don't know with Topstep it's not. Right? So
okay, well then, yeah. You have a better consistency rate that you don't have to hit when you're doing the challenge account.
And it's just, it's a lot cheaper to get into, obviously, a challenge account, work your way through the challenge account, and then pay an activation fee and get into your funded account. So, palms are itchy, David. Okay, let's go, guys. Let's do this. Ready, set, go. And the winner is Nina. Let's go. Oh, I love it. Sorry, guys, I gotta say that because Nina's been here since day one, and has been supporting us since the beginning. So, you know, we're gonna do giveaways next week, and honestly, W's today, everyone. I'm gonna shoot to do a giveaway every day or every other day. We're gonna try to do a giveaway. We're gonna see how we can make it work for everyone. So that's the goal. But yeah, let's go, Nina. That is awesome. Nina, can you make sure to hit me up and just send me your email and your information, and I will have that. Actually, I might already have all that stuff. I will check and I will get that set up for you. Let's go. Well, that was a good morning. What's everybody thinking? Who's still trying to trade? Who's locked out? What's the plan? Let's have a discussion here. We don't need to race to. I don't need to race to shut this down immediately. But what's everybody thinking? Who's still trying to trade? Or who's looking for a trade? Love it, Nina. It's gotten awfully quiet, guys. Everybody had W's and nobody's answering. What are we doing here?
Probably because they're like packing up. They're like, see ya.
Re-ups locked out. Love it. And there's nothing wrong with still looking for a trade if you still want to trade some more.
Little scalp off the anchored VWAP. Let's see.
Good job, Woof.
NQ has moved back into its opening initial balance. ES is still outside of it. It would be nice if it came back and retested it, but sometimes that's not going to happen.
I'm going to pull up my other chart and see if I can get a little bit of a clearer picture. And then here on Bookmap, guys, now we got more heat below and really nothing much above. So I would be, you know, if I just wanted to look at Bookmap and put it on Bookmap, I would look for a pullback down to these, you know, 75, 72, opening range low, this area, or sorry, opening range high, and even this low a day VWAP now. I don't know if we're going to necessarily get a pullback to the New York VWAP if price wants to keep trending this way. The CVD is plus 7K, right? So it's, you know, you're down, you know, 1,000 from its peak, but price again now, when I see price action like this after setting in a high and it just wants to consolidate a little bit.
Yeah.
My personal experience is, and I've been through this a few times, so this is really a decent high that's set in for today, where 22 points off the bottom. Now for me, a first break of this high day VWAP is not ideal. I would want to see a break and retest of it, because as you can see, if we just zoom in, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes, whatever we're in, every time the buyers take a stab at taking this high day VWAP, they get shut down. And it's not like we're getting it a break above and below, a break above. They're getting shut down. It's clear. Like, it doesn't get any clearer than that. So I would think now on this first break, unless it's a super strong break, I probably wouldn't be looking to get long until I see a break and retest. That's just me, because I've been burnt so many times on the first break of a high a day when we get a move up like this. Because this is very clean trending price action, and usually once we get the buyers get exhausted at some point, there's going to be a little bit of a decent pullback, and then we get the next leg. And looking at Bookmap, what do we really have above us? We got orders at 85, so we're looking at 6 points. So that's where I'm looking at and what I'm seeing. You know, obviously everybody's gonna have a different opinion, but I really, once we set in a high a day like this, I really pay attention to that high a day VWAP on the selling side of it, and seeing how the buyers react and the sellers just put their foot on the gas every time the buyers try and get it back up to that high day VWAP. Thanks, Scott, for showing up. I'm super glad that you're able to at least leave the desk right now, break even. So that's great. Good work managing that last trade and staying convicted in the idea. Are you messaging Hillary, Christine?
No, should I be?
No, you're laughing and I can picture her on the couch texting you laughing too.
No. No, I'm just checking. I think I have a call at 11, so I was just checking that.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm looking at for the rest of the day, but me personally, I'm locked out. I caught that overnight trade. I'm up 460 in that account, so I'm going to lock it out now in front of you guys. That's locked out. And then the 7 copy traded accounts. This is one of my better days I've had in a while. And
Nice.
this just reinforces until I get this drawdown locked of taking those base hits. Setting a TP, if it's $150, $200 TP and just taking it, doing that for 10 days and my drawdown is locked. Now it's become static.
Okay.
Taking that pressure off of me. So,
Yeah.
well, thanks for being here, Tom. Much appreciated. Love it. Yeah, I think that's it. Christine, anything you want to add?
No, have a great day, guys.
We'll see you guys.
I'm happy we came out of our shoppiness the last couple of days. This was a much more fun day, that's for sure.
We will be back Tuesday. Tomorrow I'm going to be on the ASFX stream. So I will see you there. If you guys really want, like, Mondays and Fridays I'm on ASFX, but we're going to try and see what we can do to get the stream going Mondays and Fridays too. So just trying to find that balance, but glad you guys are all here. Really appreciate it. Always. You guys have made our week, seriously. Like, look at the smile on Christine's face, and you can't tell by the smile on my face, but thank you. And we'll see you guys all tomorrow. Enjoy the day.
Bye.
Cheers.